Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
Good evening. Welcome to the ETC High School Highlight Show presented by Community Bank. I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Also, thank you to our guys here at ETC that do so much work to get this show on the air every week. A lot of people are involved in this. I want to say congratulations also to all of our basketball teams in the area. We had some really deep runs, and we had a lot of people with some very successful seasons, and we're going to talk about that toward the end of the show. So just want to kind of prepare you for that. But our show tonight, we have some very impressive kids here that's going to, we're going to talk about what they do, and I think you're going to be very impressed. And as always, we're going to rotate our order. So first up tonight is Gilmer, and we have the Student Government Association with us, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and I think you're going to be impressed. So go ahead, ladies.
My name is Gracie Gatanaglu, and I'm a senior at Gilmer High School.
My name's Natalie Hernandez, and I'm also a senior at Gilmer High School.
And I'm Madeline Davis, and I'm a senior as well at Gilmer High School.
All right, thanks for being with us tonight. So, Student Government Association, that could really encompass a lot of different things. So, talk to us about what you do. What all do you do? I know you do a lot. So,
we do a lot of the student-based community service things at the high school, and our main thing is we are in charge of planning them and making sure that we have students there for the event to run smoothly.
All right, give us some examples.
We do a lot of community-based ones, like Shop with the Heroes, one of our biggest ones that we do in December. We plan prom, homecoming. We as well do Kids Fest, which is like a kids-safe Halloween event. So those are a few that we do.
That's really some good ideas there. All right, let's hit prom. You want to talk about prom?
So prom is actually one of the funnest things that we do, in my opinion. So like even when you're like a freshman, obviously prom is just for like juniors and seniors, but the freshman kids that are in our high school, they get to help us plan it. We pick the theme and stuff, but then we get to like miss a little bit of school and go set up the vineyard and help them, and they're usually really nice with coordinating with us. But it's super fun to get to help plan it, and also with homecoming as well.
That's very good that y'all are including the freshmen to kind of teach them what to expect. So can you tell us what the prom theme is, or is this something that's going to be under wraps for a while?
I feel like we should probably keep it under wraps just for a little
that's
bit.
Fair.
Yeah. Just for now.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So when is your prom?
April 18th, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, it's April 18th. It's
gonna be here
on a
before you know
Saturday.
it.
Yeah, it's coming up so soon.
Where do y'all have your prom?
It's at Ingelheim Vineyard.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that here in Ellijay?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, so we've covered prom, I guess. All right, let's talk about some of these other activities that you do. What is your favorite?
I think Shop with a Hero is probably definitely my favorite. All of the little kids, they just absolutely love it, and they'll get like paired with like tour guides, so that's like a few of us, and they'll get to walk around with them the whole day. They go like decorate Christmas cookies, they get to pick out toys, and they just have the biggest smiles on their face. It's so sweet.
I definitely agree with that. One of my other favorites too is the 8th grade night. Sometimes we do an 8th grade tour and sometimes we do a night, but we get to have the 8th graders come in and have kind of like one-on-one or like small group time with them and showing them the high school and the different opportunities that they have. So I know as an 8th grader, I looked forward to it, and now I get to see it from a different point of view of getting to show them. So I enjoy that too.
That's good. I mean, having both sides of it, that's
Yes.
great. What's your favorite?
My favorite, I hate to throw it out there again, but it's definitely Shop with the Hero. Yeah. That's just such like a heartwarming event to do, and helping out the little kids in any type of way. It's my favorite for sure.
Well, I mean, that's very honorable that y'all do that, and I think that's really a great contribution. So we were talking about this before we came on air, time commitments. So I know you've got some requirements, and I think you probably exceed your requirements, but talk a little bit about that. Who wants to do that?
I don't think people realize as much that a lot of the behind the scenes work comes from the officers. So I'm the student body president, Gracie's the senior class president, and Natalie's the student body vice president. And a lot of what's done isn't, obviously the members do help a ton. They have 15 hours of required service. Ours is 20, but I think we probably exceeded the 20 within like the first 2 months of school.
For sure.
So like before open house, we help plan that. We help plan the events throughout the school year. We help with the pep rallies. So a lot of our time goes into all of that to make the school a better place.
Well, I want to tell you what, all the stuff y'all been talking to me about is just unreal. Y'all got something going on all the time.
Yep.
Big time. Obviously, you're the leaders of the school, okay? Tell me what made you get into student government?
What really made me get into student government was I just wanted to feel more involved with my school, and I didn't know how to do that. And like student government's like the perfect way because, like Madeline said, there's something for freshmen to help out. For sophomore, there's some just senior groups that only the seniors can do. But it really helped me get involved and connect to like all the new students at our school.
That's very good. What made you want in it?
I think when I first started freshman year, Miss DeBoard was like just getting in charge of it. So she's actually the one that really made student government like a big thing in our school. And we all had her when we were in like middle school as like I think I like went to her class for like a different block of the day, but I was like, I mean, I'll just try something new. And then we each started like running for officers. So I just kind of decided to dip my foot in and see how I liked it. And I ended up enjoying it, so.
Any kind of different inspiration you had?
For me, I think I had a few friends that were a year or two older than me, and they were in officer roles, so I was like, okay, might as well at least join the club. And then once I saw the officer roles, that's what really, I was like, okay, I can do this too, and then just went all the way in with it.
So, okay, y'all do so much, and obviously being officers, and tell me, what do you think this is going to do as far as college, career? Do you think this is, making you feel comfortable in a leadership role? Is this going to advance you faster in your careers? Or do you think this is going to be a great opportunity to springboard in college? How do you feel about that as far as taking this and using it in the future?
Definitely so. I think it's a great for college applications and helping you have a standout on that. So that's definitely a plus. And I feel like the leadership roles of it too can help for really any kind of future career, because I know we all have such different paths we're taking, but it's definitely can help each of us in different ways.
I think so too. I'm going to ABAC, and they have like an ambassadors club, which is basically like their student government. And this past year in S.G.A. at the high school, they started doing interviews for officer positions instead of like students voting. And that's exactly how they do it at most colleges. So I think that also really helps prepare us for the process of actually running for them in college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any thoughts?
I completely agree with the both of them. I mean, it's just preparing us to like really do anything with leadership roles. Like we know how to work with different people, and I feel like that'll help in jobs, in colleges, really in anything.
I mean, y'all are setting a very good foundation here. Tell me one person that has inspired you and how they inspired you. Just, I mean, not necessarily for government, but just somebody that has personally inspired you to be a better person.
I would say my mom, probably. She like didn't go to college, but she's made a huge life for herself. She's a registered behavior tech in Pickens, and I tell people all the time, like, that's her calling. There's nothing else that she should be doing. But she's like she always perseveres. She like taught me how to be resilient. So she's definitely my biggest role model.
That's great.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to say the same. Definitely my mom. Neither of my parents went to college, but they have always been so supportive of me and my siblings, just pushing us out there more. Like they're always like, we want you to be more than us, do more than we did. And that definitely did motivate me to show her like how far I could go.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not real creative, I guess, when it comes to that. I'm going to have to say my mom. And it really has helped me because she's a teacher, so I've grown up being a teacher's kid. Mm-hmm. And so that's probably part of why I'm so involved in the school as well. I was used to that growing up, so.
Well, that's good. I mean, most people have told me that it's their mom, so, you know.
Yeah.
We love our moms.
Yeah. That's right. But what y'all do is very impressive. And I mean, you know, when we talked about having Student Government Association on here, I did not ever expect for y'all to have your hand in everything that's going on at school. But I mean, when y'all started naming off stuff, it seems like your hand is in every single thing. Mm-hmm. And I can just tell by your passion that y'all are really, you know, great leaders, and you have made things really top notch. So I want to congratulate y'all on all that you do. And I think that Bobcat Nation is in good hands.
Thank you.
But thanks for coming tonight, and we really appreciate you sharing with us what all y'all do. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Well,
Thanks
thank
for having us.
you.
Thank you. All right, we'll be right back. We've got fanning coming up, and so stay with us, and we've got a lot more fun stuff to talk about.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company, not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. You're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
All right, welcome back. All right, so we've got the Best Buddy Club. Miss Jerica Green's with us, and they're from Fanning. And you know, of course, my career was teaching, and so I have seen what good things that the Best Buddies, Partners Clubs, all that does for these kids. So I want you to introduce who you brought, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what y'all do.
Okay, so my name is Jerica Green. I'm one of the special education teachers at Fanning County High School, and this is Paige Cawley. They are our president of the club.
All right, great. So explain to people what Best Buddies Club does. What is your kind of purpose?
So Best Buddies is an international organization, and we specialize in taking students with intellectual and developmental disabilities and pairing them with students without IDD and creating those one-to-one friendships.
Oh, that's great. So what made you want to get into it?
My sophomore year, I had a group of friends, and she was part of Best Buddies. And Miss Green actually was looking for a chapter president role, and since the girl I was talking to, she was graduating that year, so I, thought I just stepped in, and that just changed my whole entire life. Just joining that club, it really did.
I mean, doing something like that, I mean, you can just feel the inspiration, and you can feel that it does make you a better person, doesn't it?
Does, yes.
Yeah, it makes us realize how lucky we are.
It definitely does. Yes.
So, all right, now. We were talking a little bit before we came on air. So let's talk about Special Olympics first, and then we're going to talk about other stuff. So explain to us Special Olympics and how that works and what y'all's part is.
Okay, so my students are the athletes, and we just take the whole day and we make it a field trip, and so our athletes go and participate and compete, and then we bring along their buddies, and so we pair them up together, and they're just kind of like their personal cheerleaders all day.
And that's really, and if you've never seen Special Olympics, try to go see it because it's very inspirational, and it's so much fun, and these kids get so excited. So, thank y'all for what you're doing on that. So your buddy, what do they do? What event?
My best buddy, his name's Tristan. He has cerebral palsy, and he's non-speaking, but that doesn't, change a thing. I still have the best conversations and the best way to communicate with him. For Special Olympics, I had a race. I got to race with him in his wheelchair. I won, obviously. I had to beat everybody. But I am, his number one cheerleader. I have to make sure I'm, the loudest and the best person in that room for him. He's changed my whole entire life.
I just love that. So tell us some events that they do.
We have, and during the summer, we get to go to a leadership conference. It's all the way in Indiana with A bunch of states and countries all over the world get to come and we meet up and just have a huge conference. And it's, how many days? Like three days over the weekend?
3 days.
Yeah, it's really fun. Meeting all the different people from around the world.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
great.
that's great networking right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, now Special Olympics is, do y'all do a 2-day? Do you do one kind of in the fall and one in the spring?
Yeah, so we have basketball in January, and then we'll have bowling. We just had bowling a couple weeks ago, and then we'll have track and field in the spring. So they kind of stagger them out a little bit.
The track and field is really probably the biggest, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So I think that's really kind of how it started, and then these other things have gone. So, all right, let's talk about what you do just in an average week, without the Special Olympics. So how much do you interact with your buddies?
Oh, every day. I have, for one of my class periods is working in there and helping them, like being a parapro basically. And I mean, every day it's just, I spend all my time, all my effort goes to Best Buddies, so.
That's great. Do you do like anything outside of school, or is this kind of your main thing that you do?
Well, in school is a lot of it. Outside of school we have like friendship walks, and like Saturday we hold out flowers at our church at the bridge that our buddies made with each other. Most of it's in school, but anything outside of school I'm always there. I always make sure to just do everything I can. Like with my buddy, I go out to eat or do any activities with him.
Well, that's really neat. So has this inspired you to maybe work with people with disabilities when you're older?
Oh yeah, I didn't know what I wanted my future to be at all until I found this club, and it makes me actually want to go to college and get a career and be just like her. She's inspired me so much.
It takes a special person to teach special ed. I mean, it really does. You've got to have a lot of patience, and so it's very admirable that you are doing this. So how many kids a day do you have usually in your class?
About 10, and when all the buddies come in, we have anywhere from 20 to 30 kids. We've kind of outgrew my room. Last club day, I was looking around, I was like, whew, we're gonna have to move to the cafeteria or somewhere, which is a good problem to have. So.
Absolutely, yeah, that's great. All right, so how do the kids react to having a buddy? I mean, do you see their faces light up? Do you think this is really a great thing for them?
Yeah, so I've seen a tremendous change in my students just socially. I know for them and their buddy, it takes a special person to interact with those students sometimes, and you don't make those connections right away, but their connection was instant, and it really has changed their high school career and the opportunities that they get to have. So it's been a good change for my students and for their buddies.
Oh, I can say it does both. So how many years have you been in the Best Buddies program?
I'm a junior right now. I started early sophomore year, and so not too long, but long enough that I know I want to stick to it, and that I know I found my place and where I want to be. So
I mean, that is just wonderful that that has inspired you. So let's talk about, do you think that this has helped you as far as communication skills?
Oh yes, definitely. Like again, my best buddy, he's non-speaking, but he's verbal, and he has a communication device that he can speak with his eyes and track on a device. And we do have the best, conversations, everything. You can tell, you don't have to speak to know his emotions and all that. He can yell, he can scream, he can smile, he can laugh. So, he showed me so much about love really doesn't need words, you can tell.
That's true. So, his way of communicating, I guess, has expanded your way of communicating.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, well, what inspired you to get into Best Buddies?
Well, all through elementary school and middle school, I've always been in little clubs helping kids with special needs and all that. And I didn't know Best Buddies was a thing until high school. And I found that, and I realized I could do a lot more than just being a member and just trying to help out every so often, that I could have a whole career and be a president and do a lot more for not just my school, but everywhere else for inclusion as well.
I think that's really good. To not just be in your one spot to try to make it spread out. That's great. Yeah. So if you have, you know, I try to ask people this, and you heard the last interview, who is their inspiration and role model. I kind of have a feeling your answer might be a little bit different. So tell us about who your inspiration is and maybe who your role model is.
I think my role model is Miss Green. She's, she inspires me for everything. She doesn't baby me, which is good. She gives me the tough love when I need it, and it pushes me even harder. So, and I really do appreciate that a lot. She's, changed my view, my perspective, everything. She's really changed my life as well.
That's great. So what inspired you to do special ed?
So growing up, I had a friend that moved into town, and she was an individual with IDD. And I just kind of saw the kind of negative side of it, of how people treated her negatively, and I couldn't stand it. And so I was the voice of, reason when it came to her getting in trouble, and she just really inspired me. She kind of lit that fire underneath me, and so she moved away when I got into high school, and we lost touch. But within the last 5 years, we've gotten back in touch, and so she's wonderful. She's my best friend. She's one of the best friends that I've ever had. So. Well,
I admire the work that you do, and I admire the Best Buddies Club because, like I say, I taught, I interact with those kids, and and it does take somebody special, to really connect with them. And so I want to thank y'all for what you do. And I know this is your career, but thank you for just stepping in and making this part of your high school and being that inspiration to your buddy. So this is very admirable, and I just am very proud to have y'all on here today and talk about this.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Let's get it exposed and get everybody let everybody know what good things y'all are doing. So this is great. What I would really love is for y'all to do some footage from your Special Olympics and let us show some highlights.
Yeah,
so,
we'd love that.
Yeah, we would love to do that. So thank y'all so much for coming, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to have Pickens coming up here in just a second, so stay with us and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm agent Parish Lowrie in Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured. No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
All right, welcome back. So our Pickens group is brought to you by the Patsy Carver Realty team, by REMAX and in Jasper. And we've got a special treat because all of our interviews are sponsored by Nicole McArthur Law Firm. And guess who we've got with us tonight? Nicole McArthur. So you have brought the mock trial team, and so we're going to get to find out a lot about that. So this is Nicole McArthur, one of our sponsors, and works with the mock trial. So introduce who you brought with you.
Okay, so I have Hudson Conover, Maddox Ray, and Landon Bell. So these are students at the high school, and they've played 2 attorney roles and witness role for our mock trial team.
All right, good. So let's just go, before we start talking to them, tell us what happens at mock trial.
Okay, so Mock trial starts out as a club at the high school, and this year, this is our first year, some students got together and decided that they wanted to compete. So mock trial is where they get a case, and they get that usually in October, and then they decided that they wanted to compete. So we got ready, and they competed in February of this year. So they take a case from opening statements through closing arguments, just like anyone would in a real trial.
All right, great. So, all right, let's talk about maybe what your role was. So I'll ask each of you to kind of expand a little bit on your role and talk to us about what you did in the prep and in the trial. So tell us who wants to go first. Well, I guess we're waiting on a mic, so you talk to us first.
My role in it, I played witnesses for both the defense and the prosecution. Defense twice and prosecution once.
In the same trial?
Yes, in the same trial. Well, they broke it up into 3 rounds, and so you either get defense or prosecution for a certain round.
Okay, so was it hard to play both sides there?
It was a little difficult to defend the prosecution. There was evidence stacked against the fellow, but the defense was pretty easy.
Yeah. So I can't imagine the time commitment that's going on with this. So now, Nicole, you don't teach. I mean, you are an active attorney.
Yes.
And so you're just kind of guiding them, kind of coaching them, real life kind of stuff?
So we have a teacher, Miss Peggy Ellison, that has been there from day one. And so she was the club director, and she just kind of brought me in to help with objections and forming questions and just work with everyone, just kind of give some advice and guidance for the trial.
All right, great. Okay, now y'all got your mic, so let's talk about what your role is and what you did.
My role was the lead attorney for both the defense and prosecution, as Landon said, and I do believe that the defense was a lot easier than the prosecution.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
As the lead attorney, I had to do both opening and closing statements for both sides, and I got to sit in the center chair, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was an attorney as well. I wasn't the lead attorney, but I was an attorney for the prosecution and the defense, and I think I gave the closing statement for the defense. Yeah, I was an attorney.
So I want to ask each of you this, and what made you want to get into mock trial?
Okay, what made me want to get into mock trial was probably criminal justice. I've had like a very passion for criminal justice, and then whenever I figured out we had a mock trial club, I was like, oh, let me do this because it's something I want to do one day or potentially do one day. So, yeah.
Have you had Coach Child's criminal justice?
I have. I would say that he's probably the reason I even got into criminal justice. If it wasn't for his class, I probably would be in healthcare still. So I'm really, really glad I took those classes.
Well, good.
I got into mock trial because I always thought lawyers were cool, and I just wanted to see, as a possible career opportunity, just to figure out how it was like and if I would actually like being in a courthouse all day or not. So.
Yeah, good.
I got into it more so because I was kind of interested in the theater, so just the acting aspect of it, and then also just fascination with the court system. I thought that was kind of neat to learn about.
Good. So now that y'all kind of got hands-on experience, do you want to be an attorney?
I think that's like a second career possibility for me.
What's your first?
A neurosurgeon.
Whoa. I mean, both of them are going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort there.
Yeah, a lot of schooling for it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. You must be very smart.
Allegedly.
All right. But y'all, you want to be an attorney?
It's definitely an option. I'm still exploring my options because, criminal justice is such a broad, you can do a lot with it. So that's why I like mock trial, to get that hands-on experience to see if it's something I want to potentially do one day. So.
Oh, good. You want to be an attorney?
I could see it being an option. It wouldn't be my first choice, or maybe not my second, but I definitely think it'd be an interesting one to do.
Oh, good. So this is not going very well for you.
And I should say that we had someone else, or another student, Maya Norton. She was an attorney as well. And then Aubrey Thompson and Evan Loudermilk. They were both our witnesses, but they just couldn't be here today.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So let's talk about how much time did it take? You know, you said you started in October. You had your trial in February. So that's kind of a long time. So talk about how much time commitment that you had to put in.
Well, like you said, I first joined the club in October when we got the case, and for the most part, we only just watched old trials during club hours. But as it got closer and closer to February, we started showing up every day after school, and for a long time, it was just me and Landon there pretty much every day. So.
Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, like Hudson was saying, you know, me and him were the two ones that did most of we read through the case, tried to get it at least, you know, somewhat summarized that way, because we were still looking to get members. We were still a little bit short by December. But then thankfully we got some more members in January, and that got us to be able to actually participate. But yeah, everybody did a phenomenal job at actually putting the case together.
Great.
Yeah, unlike Hudson and Landon, I didn't join until probably January. So from January to February, getting that case and really knowing what I need to know, it was difficult because it's such a small period of time compared to them. But I think it went very well, especially for all of our first times doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, had you been, each one of you, had you ever been in a courtroom and watched an actual trial before you did this?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Okay.
We actually had the opportunity to go to the Pickens courthouse and go to, you know, the courtroom and kind of sit where the jury would sit and the attorneys would sit and the judge, and so we really were able to practice, you know, and get a real feel for what it was really like.
I actually have. I've job shadowed twice for our courthouse, and I really enjoyed it. So whenever I did hear about mock trial, it's like, all right, let's change our perspective from a viewer to actually doing it. So.
The only real court experience, I don't know if you really call this experience, but I had read some about the Nuremberg trials. As far as actually being in a courtroom, though, I had never done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all different when you're up there and you're leading the courtroom. So yeah, that's. I mean, I you know want to compliment you for taking on that challenge. So, did you have an audience at your mock trial?
Aside from the judge, the enemy team, and a couple of lawyers who pretend to be jurors, there were a lot of family members there for both teams. And it was quite intimidating being the center of all of it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I would definitely agree. There were a lot more people there than I would expect to be there, so.
Yeah, there were a lot more people than I would have thought for the competition.
That's good. So, how did y'all do in your competition? Do you feel like you were very successful?
I thought we were all pretty good for our first time doing it. Our entire team was comprised of people who've never done mock trial before, so a couple of us got awards even, so it was pretty good.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
great.
You.
So Hudson got an award for lead attorney, and Landon for outstanding witness. So it was they did really well.
Congratulations. Oh, good. You want to expand on that?
Not really. I mean, I think that we all did really well for our first time being all together. So.
Well, good. You've got somebody good to lead you here. So.
Most definitely. I don't know what we would have done without her, to be honest.
So that's great. So this is something new that a lot of people don't know about, and so I really appreciate y'all coming on and educating us on the experience of trying to figure out what you want to do, and if you want to be in the law enforcement court side of it. So that's great, and I know that we've learned things here tonight. So thank you so much, and congratulations on your success that y'all had. And I hope that this will inspire you to maybe get into law, because we need good attorneys.
Yes, we do.
We sure do, and good judges.
Yes.
So, yeah, because that can lead to a lot of different things. So, but thank y'all, and we really appreciate you taking the time and coming in. And good luck to you, and hope you finish the year strong.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So once again, all of our interviews are sponsored by McArthur Law Firm in Jasper, and glad that you could put a face to that that ad there. But we will be back. We've got our feature coming up, and that's the construction class from Pickens High School, Mr. Dennis Wilson's class. So stay with us, and I think you'll find that very interesting.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town & Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
All right, thanks for staying with us. So Tracy and I went down to Pickens High School this week, and we did some footage from the construction class. And I think that you will see there's a lot going on in construction class. Mr. Dennis Wilson, he does such a great job in that class and leading that class. So it was very interesting to us, and we hope you find it just as interesting.
My name is Anthony Mendez. I'm a junior at Pickens High School, and right now we are building a greenhouse for the special needs kids.
Very good. All right, thank you. So we're going to get some hands-on. They're going to come and do some stuff for us. So, all right, tell me what you're about to do.
I'm cutting a board for the greenhouse lights up there. It's 56 3/4, and I'm about to cut it right now.
All right, before you do that, tell me, introduce yourself to everybody watching.
I'm Gideon Scott. I'm in 9th grade, and I'm here with my friends Anthony Mendez and Dylan Lowe and Brady, and we're just building a greenhouse for the special needs.
All right, so we're going to watch you cut this board here. You've already measured it, correct? All right. All right, tell me about some safety precautions you're taking with the saw.
I'm letting it go all the way down and then stop before I bring it up so that it has time for the guard to go down, and if somebody were to try to grab the board, the saw would be stopped and not hurt anybody.
Very good, thank you.
My name is Brady Gaddis. I'm a junior at Pickens High School, and right now basically we're making it even on the top so we can make the roof for the greenhouse for the special needs class. And yesterday we were putting on some I don't know exactly what they're called, but it's to basically hold up the roof and keep it stable so, you know, they can have a nice greenhouse to go in there and grow things and things like that.
Very good. You want to tell us exactly what you're about to do right here?
Yeah. So we're gonna get. We're getting the 2x4 and putting it up there to help support the roof, and Anthony is about to climb up there and nail it in with a nail gun.
There you go.
My name is Logan Gramlin, and I'm a sophomore at Pickens High School, and we are cutting a board length enough for the shed outside, and we are about to get to doing that right now.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Wilson, the construction teacher here at Pickens High School, and we really appreciate you letting us come in and observe your class and film. But tell us kind of how you stay organized with this group.
It's almost, as I've been told in the past with administrators, it's like mass confusion controlled. So at a normal day, and these students are in a normal classroom setting, they're used to working in their 5 or 6 small groups. So that's what you're seeing here today. You know, you see small groups working either in their normal groups or with each other, you know, combining and stuff like that. So when they're told to do a specific job, they know what they need to do. And I want them to stick with that before they move on. So they're used to that.
Well, I tell you what, it looks very organized, and you know, and I mean, there's so many things going on here, and so we've had a lot of kids talk to us, and we appreciate that. So I just want to say thank you again, and we can't wait to show people what all you're doing, because I mean, this is really impressive.
Thank you very much. Yeah, what we do here, we do every year. If you were to come in on, let's say, like we were talking earlier, if you were to come in on Tuesday or Wednesday, you'd have seen 5 different classes going on at one time. All these kids doing their own thing and learning about, well, the construction trades. That's what we're supposed to be doing in our classes. That's what I teach, that's what we do. And that's how we roll. The carpentry class, the level 3 class that's in here first block, they're learning about building. They're learning about doing all that outside. So they're the ones building the building. These guys are coming in, you're helping them out, taking care of some business, so where they can advance on and try to get this thing done a little quicker or whatnot. And the beginner class, they're actually building stuff too. We just got it set aside and so on. So yeah, we're busy. It's mass confusion, but it's busy. So yeah, love it. I love it.
Well, it's great, and thank you again. So, all right, thank you. All right, thanks to Mr. Wilson for letting us come in, and I mean, he just gave us free reign in there in the class, and I appreciate those kids talking to us and telling us what they were doing. So stay with us after this break. We're going to talk about all the success that these basketball teams had, and I mean, this is going to be impressive when you hear about all of this. So stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper, your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
Hello, my name is Chris Wang, and I am the agency owner of Chris Wang State Farm. We are a proud sponsor of today's program. We would love to invite you to become one of our customers, and please call us at 706-276-1300.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, thanks for staying with us. So we've got some highlights coming up, and then we're going to talk about how everybody finished up. All right, this area is known for really good basketball. And so, of course, that's part of my heart is that basketball. But we have just completed all of our playoffs. And when you get to that playoff time of the season, everything kind of steps up a notch. I mean, the pressure, the intensity, the adrenaline, everything goes up. And so these kids have to step in and perform. So I want to go over kind of how everybody finished and talk about their season. Gilmer girls, they played in the first round of state. You know, they had a really good year. They went 16-11, and so I want to congratulate them. You know, playing in that first round of state. Pickens boys also played in the first round of state, finished 17-11. They had a really good year under first-year head coach Carson Hollingsworth. Copper Basin boys. Now, you know, it was really exciting around Copper Basin because, you know, they upset the team to be able to host the district tournament, their district championship. So they ended up not only, they didn't have the best record, but they ended up strong, and so they went the first round of the regionals outside their district, and they finished up 7-20. Fanning girls were defending state champions. This year, they went to the round of Sweet 16. They finished with a 25-4 record, another good season for them. Fanning boys, back-to-back Elite 8 seasons. You know, last year was a record for them, so they matched their record from last year's being in the Elite 8. They finished 25-5. Copper Basin girls. I want to correct something that I talked about last week. The state tournament is different in Tennessee than it is in Georgia. So Copper Basin girls, they hosted the district, won the district. They played in the regionals. They were runner-up in the regionals, and then they went to sub-state. And then from sub-state, it goes to the state championship. And they ended up in sub-state, so they had a great year. They finished 21-7. That was one of the really fun teams to watch. Their seniors have played together for so long, and so congratulations to the Copper Basin girls and how far they went. And then we have Pickens girls who just played in the Final Four on Saturday. This has been a team that just really turned it on when it came tournament time. It was just like they flipped a switch and everything started going their way, and they just really did a great job to get to that Final Four. They finished with a 22-10 record. So I want to congratulate all these teams and just the great seasons they had, all the success they had, and these kids that are going to be moving on. We have a lot of these kids that are going to play in college. You know, I interviewed the seniors throughout the season, and a lot of those kids talked about how they wanted to play basketball, you know, in the next level. This week, we've got some baseball games coming up for you. We're going to be, we've got Pickens and North Hall on both Tuesday and Friday of this week. So if you can't get out there to watch, just tune in and we'll have those games. But tonight, once again, I mean, we had amazing kids. These kids are just so impressive. You know, these interviews seem like they just go so fast when you're talking to them, and there's just, they talk about how much they're doing, and it's just really impressive to me how good these kids are and how humble these kids are. And I just enjoy every week getting to know these kids and seeing what they're doing. And I really enjoy sharing with you their accomplishments. But stay with us for next week. We'll have some more impressive kids come on and tell some stories that maybe you don't know. But we're very proud that we get to introduce them to you. So I'm Donna Ennis. Have a great week, and see you next week.